In this vlog today, I'm going to be testing my Canon 80D, which I've had for about a year, with the Canon EOS R, which is 4K camera. It's been out about 3 years, and thanks to Canon, they've sent it to me to try out, along with some lenses, as you'll have seen in the intro. So first, my Canon EOS 80D came with a kit which included the 18-135. There we go. But the lens that I've got on now is the EF-S 10-18mm, which seems to be absolutely ideal for vlogging. So I do have a little script. Well, it's not a script, it's more bullet points. The purpose of today is to compare my 80D with the Canon EOS R body, which I've borrowed from Canon, as I probably already said. This currently retails for, if I look on my list, if you bought directly from Canon, it's £1,679, or from London Camera Exchange, just a penny under £1,600. That's where I've been buying my kit from. This EOS 80D is from London Camera Exchange. I'll put a link below. So I've also bought my DJI Mini 2 drone from them as well, and they're very good with part exchanges, which is what I would be doing with this 80D. So I asked Canon to send me the body, which they have done, and I also wanted to compare the 24-105mm lenses. They do two variants. This 24-105 has an aperture of f4 to f7.1. So we've got the Canon. This is the 24-105. It generally comes as a kit lens. So the aperture is f4 to f7.1. That's cost on its own £480, both from Canon and London Camera Exchange. But I also asked them to send me the L series lenses, unmistakable with the red band around there. And that is a constant f4 aperture. The only problem when I got this arrived yesterday, it come very well packaged in flight cases. I don't know if you can hear, the barrel is loose. Luckily I reported it straight away to them. Bear with me. Phone ringing. That's my dad on the phone. Let's put my phone on Do Not Disturb. That would be a good idea. So this 24-105 is considerably more expensive than the kit lens. So this one retails, if you get direct from Canon, £1,390. If you go to London Camera Exchange, £1,150. So it's a case of swings and roundabouts between the cost between Canon and London Camera Exchange. Just because I say it's exchanged, they do brand new lenses and cameras, and you can trade in and they sell secondhand. What they also sent me was a converter, which means I can use my EF-S lens, which I've got on the 80D now, and it converts it so it can go on the EOS R. So this is the Canon EOS R with the lens that was on my 80D, which I've just been filming with. So I'd say I've put the converter on as well. So settings wise, 50th of a second at f5, ISO is at 400, and the 10-18 lens, it's currently on about 14mm. So I think we've discussed the price for this one. So I'll have to keep concentrating on the lens, because here I'm connected on the Canon app so I can actually monitor, but it's a bit distracting because I keep looking down. So also I'm going to be switching because I'm recording with two separate audios. So this microphone from Neewer, the Neewer NW800, is going straight into Adobe Audition. Hang on. Look at that bad boy, eh? I'll put that back on. S6 lavalier mic connected to my Zoom H1N. Because I'm a new vlogger, I just thought I'd try all the bits. Not expensive, not expensive. This was under £20, including the arm. from Amazon last year. This was about the same. But anyway, it's about the cameras today. So next I'm going to switch out the EF-S 10-18 lens with the Canon 24-105 kit lens and see what a difference that makes. So again, this is the Canon EOS R, and the lens that's now on it is the RF 24-105, F4-7.1. And this lens itself is £480 direct from Canon or from the London Camera Exchange. It's currently at F4, but I think I need to just drop that because it's looking a little too bright. Alright, so that's at F5.6. That looks a bit better. So of course I'm only looking at a monitor, so I'm not sure what the finished product's going to be like, but let me know what you think. So next we will put on the expensive, the F4 24-105 RF lens. Direct from Canon, 1390, London Camera Exchange, 1150. Let's swap them over and see what they're like. Okay, so now we've got the F4 L series 24-105. It's currently at 24mm. Settings 50th of a second shutter speed. I've done it f5.6 again. What I'll do, I'll bring the ISO down to, from 400 to 100, and then I'll move the aperture to f4. Okay, so I need to take that a little bit down. There we go. So that's at an ISO 160. Not sure what that looks like. I saw on some YouTube videos that for video you should use 400 ISO. I'm not sure. That's it. So this is the F4. You know, it's a nice bit of glass, but the cost, is it going to be worth the difference between my 80D and my 10-18mm lens? There we go. So that I got directly from Canon for £230 last year. I think London Camera Exchange have currently got it in for £250. What I will say about this L series lens that's on now, you just cannot get it in the UK at the moment due to all the chip shortages, etc. So they're due, apparently, Canon said, around March time. So if I were going to purchase the EOS 5 and this lens, I'll probably have to wait till March. One thing this EOS R can do, amongst other things, that my 80D can't, is 4K. But apparently there is a crop factor involved, so I won't get this wide screen. But let's try changing it over and see what happens. So I was telling you about the crop factor. Yeah, that is quite a crop, but we are in 4K now. Up a little bit. No, wrong way. No, sorry, just playing with the ISO. So what I would have to do is move me back because that is at 24mm. I'll move the camera, which still isn't. I need to. That's better. So I don't have much room to take the camera back. But what do you think? This is 4K recording on the EOS R with the F4 EF 24-105mm lens. Is it worth it? I will review the footage and then make a decision whether I do upgrade from the 80D to the EOS R, which has been out 3 years now. I think it was £2,500, something like that, just for the body when it came out last time. But anyway, into Adobe Premiere Pro. Let's edit this and see what it looks like. Welcome back. So there we go. The Canon R has been sent back to Canon on Monday, along with the lenses I borrowed. So it's been interesting to try it out. It's a fantastic camera, don't get me wrong, but is it worth me upgrading my Canon 80D? To be honest, I don't think so at the moment. The R is, 3 years old now, and I think it's going to be due replacement in the next year or so. The crop factor on the 4K is not really great, so I think I'm just going to hold on to the trusty 80D and just see what Canon launch in the next year or so. I'd like to thank Canon for loaning me the kit under their test drive scheme, which is fantastic. You pay a deposit and the deposit's on its way back to me now. So Canon 80D, you're staying with me for a good while yet, together with my kit lenses. Thank you for watching.